I don't think you can, can't hear you in my stream is what I was saying. But, it's okay. Tyler got an invalid lap, I think, because all the track is red. Haters not on a heater. I also have to pull mine up as well. Kind of rusty after the holidays, like... Oh nice, he actually put a professional link in. I'm ready. It's only Dan out on a heater. And Toasty and Ralph. It's just Toasty. We have announcements that pop up. That's cool. That's awesome. That's awesome. Race 6 for the Jeffrey Holmes Invitational. Starting a little bit late. That's okay. We got a brand new format up. All new intros and stuff, and more to come in later on as we figure you figure stuff out. That's not really my forte. We're missing CJ Mull tonight due to illness. I think that's an excuse. So yeah, Tyler's the only one with... Oh no, he's not. I thought Tater had a 29. We got 4 people in the 28s here. Toasty actually with a flyer. So new guy in the Alpine tonight. We have... what are we going to call that guy? 17. Zypher 17. Is that how you say that guy's name? I think that's how we say it. Yeah, we didn't get the press release. He'll be Zypher tonight, along with LA Franks, who's been... I think he's sandbagging by not putting in a lap right now. And technically Tyler is now... This is big league news. Tyler is now going to be Red Bull from now on. Forgot about it tonight, so he's in the kick. But Tyler's now going to be teammates with LA Franks in the Red Bull. So that's exciting news. Tyler's also leading the championship right now. Kick Sauber is leading the championship right now, but those points will be transferred to Red Bull when he moves over. I think we only have one Haas tonight. We only have one Aston. We only have one Mercedes, one RB per usual, one Williams. We've got a lot of single dudes tonight, kind of shorter grid, so... Can't hear Gortzy? Because Gortzy's not talking. Gortzy? Can you... Can you talk? Oh. Chase, can you hear him now? Windu 11. Bring off, redneck. So nobody has improved yet on times. I'm not really paying attention to the quali. This hasn't been... There's a lot going on right now. Who's out on laps? D-Dude, I think, has started up. Let's check out the Aston. Still can't hear Gortzy. What? That's okay. I'll just keep talking. I like talking. Oh. Oh, banning Redneck wants to be banned. He says ban now. Can we ban Redneck? How do you do that? I'd like to ban redneck, please. That's what he's looking for. I can't see any of the information on D-Dude's lap, I don't think, if we want to, but it wasn't fun. Oh, there it is. He's down to 10th. So he's probably going to improve. Will it be enough to take 6th from Toasty? I don't know. Tater. Wow, just squeaks through with a new lap. Take pole from Tyler, so Tyler's got one more chance. Maybe 2 to get out there. Rayla's finishing up his lap now. He's really close to Tyler too. This could be a double McLaren podium. It's not. He cut off time. He needed another 10th. There's only, what, a 10th I think I saw? I'm on board with barbecue here. Let's see how he does. We gotta rotate through this run. Maybe some guys might be rusty after the holidays. I know there were kind of 2 for fun races over the holidays too. There was one in Azerbaijan and a couple other little fun ones. And then last week, there was another race. So some guys have been warm, I guess, but haven't had a league race since, well, it's been last year. Last year was last time we had a league race. I want to see LA Franks' lap. That's what I want to see. Roasting battery right now. That's annoying. This is what happens when a newbie comes into the stream. I don't know. Oh, so it is a team-orientated. So some people are going to be in trouble. Franks goes P9 with a 29.4, really close to D-Dude. It's only his 2nd race. So that's actually really good for his 2nd race. He's up there. He beat Tosi's time. Tosi's really fallen off a little bit here, but people have. This is a tight grid. Look at this. Everybody's roughly. I mean, D-Dude and Franks are all in the. Within a 10th together. Tosi's right behind him. Chase, I know he loves this track. Wonder Tyler's probably waiting to the last second. Very last second to probably put one in. That's what I would imagine he's thinking. Dan's out there warming his tires, getting ready for a pusher. See what his teammate can do here. Looking smooth. The end of Sector 2. Right into Sector 3 now. Oh, that looked like a decent exit. Gotta hit this one tight. Not bad. Short shift. Coming to the line. Does he advance? He does. Matches his teammate. You know, a couple tenths off. His teammate's now at the other end of the track, and he's given him. Ferraris have always been close this year. Always. They've always been neck and neck the entire time. Barbecue decided it's... Ooh. Oh. Regains it here. Duck is... Oh, I'm watching the wrong Ferrari. Unbelievable. Dan's on a pusher. Can he improve past Grayless? He might be able to. How much time can he? He's down to almost 3 tenths. Goes way wide. Dan goes way wide. Oh, let's see if he improves from that. That's going to be interesting. See if anybody else saw it. I don't know. Takes pole. See if that is controversial. See if anybody saw that in the chat. This might be interesting. Ferrari on pole. Yo, he was well off, but I'm not gonna say too much. So Tyler indeed did go out. He's now, oh, right at the start finish straight. Yikes. Barbecue's out on another heater here. He's going to try and make his way up. He's not too far from Duck Duck. In fact, he's less than a tenth away from Duck Duck, so he can easily make it up into roughly, probably about 4th place, even 3rd, if you could have a really good lap. And to be honest, they're all pretty tight. Like, he's not all that far from Grayless and Tyler's time. So there we go. He's already up really high. If he could continue melting down the time, he could even get up into that 2nd row with Grayless and Tyler. That all could change though as well, because Tyler is rounding the last corner here to start his final lap. It looks like he might even have a Ferrari to give him a pull. He does. This is going to be huge for Tyler. Boiler Dan staying out. Maybe on another heater? I'm not sure. Might get in the way. No, he gave him a tow. Oh, and he blitzed that corner, took it down the inside, and he's going into the pits. So that's it for him. Tyler's lap. He got a wicked tow off the front straight from Dan. That's going to help him out a lot. Tater also starting his lap as well. He's roasting battery right at the beginning. He's got below 50% in the first half, not even the first half of his lap. Really a lot, but he's also recharging a lot as well through this first sector. So coming into sector 2, he's now above it, so he's doing some good ERS management. Tyler really low on battery, but he's going to rotate it around this corner. He's up to about 30%, turns it back on, making his way up into the beginning of sector 3. He might even get a little bit of a tow here from the Williams up ahead. This could be a fantastic lap for the kick. He's got 1/10, so he's definitely going to beat Tater if he could stick it through this corner. Clean air from the Williams maybe on the exit. He does get a little bit of a pull. This is probably going to be wicked for the kick. It is. That's fantastic. Only barely did he get by Dan, but he got it. Here comes Tater, coming around the last corner. See how he does here. If he could beat it without all those toes, he dives out of it. Oh, was it? Okay. So that's it for quali then. Only the end got a little interesting. We weren't really paying attention at the beginning. Technicality difficulties. Only 12 drivers. M-Long is still up. Oh, I missed M-Long. He does. Good for him. That's it. So Frank's only his 2nd race in P10. And Cypher, this is technically his 1st race in JHI. Like for him to continue to return, because we need numbers. So we have about 18 people, 17 to 18 people in the league, but there's more, there's less, depending on availability. I know some guys are sick and can't make it because of work or school and so on and so forth. So technically, there's still 2 spots open. So, and with the new format, what is it? Top 15 get points, I'm pretty sure. Something like that. So Tyler with a heater of a lap. Just barely beat Dan. It's a wicked lap from Dan. Tater right behind him. Grayless and Tater are really good pace. That's going to be deadly. If they could work together through this track, that's nuts. I also heard that there was really, really heavy tire wear during this race. Did you ever hear anything like that on this track? We'll see what comes. And I think F1 did a new scan on this Bahrain circuit because there's a whole bunch of stuff on it that I never noticed before. So I'm curious to see. I mean, it's definitely a high tire wear. Going to be a two-stop race. I think mostly everybody, except for maybe some back runners, are going to start on mediums, and some back runners are going to start on hards. That's what I'm thinking, at least. Nice. I like it. This is cool. This is cool. The stream will right back, so you got to be ready to turn that on because it'll all of a sudden go right to the lights. It'll just snap. That's cool. That's cool. Eagles in the chat. We got 6 people, so that's roughly about the same that Curtis would have. Curtis would have about maybe 7 or 8. So next week when he streams, he should tag your stream in there, but also the Discord stream as well. So, and I don't think he needs to stream anymore. Actually, maybe I don't need to stream. We'll see what happens because I think he'd be a good stat guy. I think that would be his thing. Yep. Picking their strategies. This is pretty intense, I guess. But we're at the grid. 5 lights. And they're off. Maybe a decent start for Tyler, about the same for Dan. Looking right behind, it's a fantastic start for Tater. He's going to squeak on through. It's going to be 3 wide, 4 wide coming in. Slight contact. Mercedes gets into it. All is well. The Aston drops it down a little bit. But everything's good. I think Duck made up some space. Barbecue with a pass on M Long. And everybody's slotting in really nicely. M Long might have gotten the back, and that's Barbecue trying to take... Oh, he backed out of it. He tried to take a little bit of a spot there on Duck, but Duck must have had a rough time out of there. That's a fantastic start for Tater. Even Grayless had a really good start. They were really, really good. There's 2 wide at the back. It looks like the Aston is going to be side by side with Toasty. Toasty backs out of it. Great racing. Oh, slight tap. I think the same thing happened with the Aston and Toasty there of the Haas. But all is well, following single file. Tater might battle Tyler here early. Well, that's a really rough exit for entry into that corner. That really compromised him. And Dan might be out for blood because of that. So tire-wise, Dan is the only one. Spoiler Dan in the Ferrari is the only one on hard tires at the beginning of this race. That's interesting. What do you think about that move? Yeah, it might. I mean, if he's the only guy on it, he's on a completely different strategy compared to the entire rest of the grid. So basically, this is almost more vulnerable for Tyler. I mean, he's almost kind of stuck out there. He has to choose whether to pick, and then he can maybe control the rest of the grid on when they fall in, or he's almost at the mercy of everybody else. Because, I mean, even if someone like a Duck or even a Grayless that pit in early, they probably can try to undercut Tyler. So, and I have some possible race strategies that just popped up. Medium, medium, hard. And the pit window is around lap 9 or 10. So we'll have to take a look at that time, because that'll be an interesting time, because everybody's going to be coming into the pit. It's just going to be pure anarchy on lap 9 and 10. Maybe even earlier, depending on these tires. It could be lap 7 is when people pit. Tater's just playing it tactical, staying within a second of Tyler, and Grayless is also playing it tactical, staying within a little bit of Dan. That's not surprising. Tater with the fastest lap, and Grayless is making a move on the hard tires of Boiler Dan. Simple move. Dan fights back down the inside. He defends, a slight contact, but a great move from Dan to hold P3. And Grayless is in trouble now from Dan's teammate of Duck Duck with DRS. Looking to make a move. Down the inside, he doesn't go for it, he backs out. Barbecue's going to slot in right behind him. And they're all pretty tight here. That was insane. So Dan got past from Grayless, defended the position with a counterattack. That's insanity, which opened it up a little bit for his teammate. That'd be huge if Duck Duck could have made that move. It's a great buffer for Dan on those hard tires to keep his position here. Oh, Duck Duck goes wide. Barbecue's horned up for it too. ERS on, and he's taking advantage of that. He's going to take it down the inside. Does Duck Duck battle back? He does on the outside. That was really tight. They're still tight. Sketchy part of the track. Will he dive here? Probably not. Doesn't look like it. And we'll get a good exit here. Barbecue got a better one. And Grayless is right on the back of Dan. He might try part 2. Again, it's all about the exit here. He's got way less battery than Dan. He takes more curb than Dan, and Ferrari is... The back, there's some drama. And Tyler and Tater are really close here too. Tater is right on the back of the kick. It's kind of interesting. Tater going down the inside of Tyler for the lead. He does. And a great move from Tater, who now leads the race. Tyler is no slouch. He's going to fight back. And Grayless is still on the back of Dan. Barbecue made that move on Duck Duck, as we saw earlier, and he's trying to make his way up. Goes way wide. Duck Duck's going to take the inside on Barbecue. Manages to stick it. It's M-Long right behind him as well, but Barbecue's not giving up yet. Holds his position. Great racing from Barbecue. He's going to rotate around that corner really nicely and take off away from Duck Duck. M-Long was getting a little bit riled up to pass there. He was really close. Nothing came of it. But in the front, we lost our pole sitter. Oh no, sorry, it was Dan that's... Oh no, it was Tyler, wasn't it? It was Tyler that started on pole here. So our pole sitter has now fallen to P2. And Tater might start taking off here. Grayless has always been in the hunt for Dan. He might set up again. He's really roasting battery to keep up with Dan. He's going to roast those mediums. In fact, those mediums might be falling off at some point here. We'll have to... I mean, it's lap 5. Those hards might be a good play. Tyler might be... Oh no, he's not. I thought he'd be looking at Tater here. Nothing came of it. So nobody really on the back of anybody. M-Long is a little bit close to Duck Duck, but even then, it's all really nice single file, really clean racing here. Grayless is still on the back of Dan. This is the battle to watch here. He wants to get by, because I bet you once Grayless gets by, probably Barbecue would follow behind pretty quickly, depending on what happens with Barbecue. I mean, Grayless has just been using battery this whole time to try to keep up with him, so I'd almost imagine those tires are starting to fall off and those hards might be the play now. You know, on only lap 5. What do you think? Maybe? Yeah. Well, I mean, these mediums are the game said about pit window is roughly about lap 9 or 10, but I have a feeling this guy's going to hit on 7 or 8, maybe go long to lap 9, but I'm not sure. So that's going to be huge for Dan. He's playing the long game. He wants everybody else to pit, and that's going to be. And everybody's so tight, so this is going to be anarchy in the pit lane. Probably some chaos. Might even be some damage of guys hitting each other coming in on the entry and on the exit of it. We'll have to see. So M-Long is right on the back of Duck Duck in the Ferrari. He might have been thinking about making a move, I'm not sure. Ferrari has more battery than M-Long. A rougher exit from the Ferrari. This might be good. Both using battery, so nothing's going to come of this for M-Long, but he's still really close to him. Seems like everybody's getting a little bit squirrely here with their tires. Tyler's still 4/10 behind Tater. If I were Tyler, I would pit here pretty soon. Sooner than later. I think that'd be a safer thing for him to do. So M-Long with DRS. Excuse me, D-Dude right behind is going to be defending a little bit from Toasty. Oh, they all gained up really close to each other. The Aston goes a little wide. Toasty sticks it. Oh, has a little bit of a rougher exit. Duck Duck with a defensive posture. Nothing comes of it. I think it was Zypher there. He's learning. Yeah, that's all he's got to do. I mean, really, if he doesn't crash and die, he's guaranteed points. And 12th is pretty decent points, so if he could just start upping his pace here, he's gonna actually have some fun fighting in some good packs and having some good races in the next races. So take this time on a really like lower populated kind of a server, I guess you could say, or lobby is the correct term. Up his pace. He's not in any trouble. He's hanging out, and just learn the game. It's obviously on controller, you can tell. And that's nothing wrong with it. I mean, Tater's on controller, actually. So Barbecue with a pass on the outside of Grayless. Bring him up into P4. So Grayless's attacks on the Ferrari were unsuccessful. Left him a little bit open. That's D-Dude with a pass on Toasty. Grayless maybe looking back at the RB. Nothing to come of it. D-Dude looking to play some defense against the Haas successfully. And Tyler and Tater, per usual, are right on each other's rear ends. Up in the front. So he's slowly making up the gap here. M-Long looking at Duck Duck. Grayless looking at Barbecue. Barbecue not looking at Boiler Dan. So that's good for Dan. Watching the two cars behind him battle in his mirror. That's pretty comfortable for him. So he can just continue his laps now. No stress. And hang out. Meanwhile, these two, who's going to pit now? I believe this is the pit window. Lap 8 to lap probably 9, I think, is the pit window. And I have a feeling Tyler's going to come in here. I have a feeling. I'm incorrect. Well, there's a Ferrari of Duck Duck that just is the first one to bite the bullet. Then he goes on to a fresh pair of hards. So Ferrari are the first ones to come into the pits, and now it's probably just going to be an absolute avalanche of everybody coming in. So now I think everybody except for Dan has to match Duck Duck or they lose out. I mean, they're all technically on the same strategy, so unless somebody can go a little bit farther, we'll have to see, because mediums seem like the tire for this track here, so. Nobody awfully close except for the normal guys. Barbecue's still on the back of Grayless and the McLaren. We've got Toasty really close to the Mercedes. And in fact, look, D-Dude's kind of right behind him. So they're all going to be trying to make moves there. It's going to be pretty interesting. Barbecue. We're on board here now. Or actually, at least I am on my stream, so it's okay. We're all just kind of hanging out. We're all chilling. Curious to see what happens with the leaders. I thought Tyler would pit last lap. To be honest, I was always wrong about Tyler's pit strategies. He always seemed to go longer than what I think, and he is. Him and Tater, they realize that it's much longer. That's Barbecue into the pit, and M-Long into the pit, and D-Dude follows in behind as well. The three of them are now the next ones to follow the original Ferrari. So all of them are going on to mediums, seems like. Medium for... Okay, so it's the medium for the Haas and the Austin, but Barbecue is the only one on the hard now. Or sorry, Barbecue is the only one out of that group to be on the hards. And it's a cluster on turn 1. So Duck Duck with an undercut on Barbecue. He's going to take that position. He couldn't get Chase, though. It was awfully close. It's pretty close. Oh, and Chase is just going wide. I thought he spun. Complete overreaction. Down the inside comes Barbecue. Then is the outside, keeping it on the track. The inside of Chase. Little tire tap with the Williams. Oh! Really kind of made him a little push there. All is well. Barbecue made his way through. M-Long making his way past Chase. And the new guys on their tires are just, I don't want to say bullying, that's pretty rough, but they certainly made contact. That's okay, because I don't think Chase has given up that position really easily either. So they're all chilling. So Tyler's still not pitting, same as Tater, still not pitting. Both hanging out up front there. But the McLaren teammate of Tater, it's Grayless in the pit now, so he's going to be the next one to bite the bullet on hard tires. That's going to be huge. So Dan is still holding on, and I think he's almost waiting to see what happens with the leaders. He's probably trying to keep his pace, run some nice laps, hang out, and wait until the leaders pit, and then he could start running them hard. I mean, what's the pit wall saying about Boiler Dance tires? No. They're one of the people with the telemetry issues. Holy, a 4-car battle that I completely missed. It's 3 wide coming into turn 4. Oh, it's Duck Duck that goes on the outside. I can't even talk. I'm watching. There's so much going on. I'm rusty at this. M-Long trying to go on the outside of the McLaren. Shuts the door. M-Long trying to get a good exit. He does. He's alongside of the McLaren. Coming into that weird, stupid hairpin corner. Oh, tries to switch back. A little bit of a tap end. A tap on the back end of the McLaren. And nothing came of it. That was crazy. I saw a whole bunch of position switches in the back. And M-Long's going to battle against Grayless. To the outside. On his rear. Oh, on his rear tire. But he backed up. A smart move. He might try the inside here. He has the pace. He wants them. Grayless on those hards. They're probably not warmed up. Ice cold. M-Long really wanted that position. Wanted it so bad that he burned all of his battery for it. And Grayless with some defense, using some batteries, going to get in the clean air of the Ferrari. He might even get an overtake out of this. He's trying it to the outside. And It's well done. No, not done yet. Duck with great defense here. The Red Bull comes into the pits as we're talking here. Outside goes the Mercedes. Nothing came of that. But Grayless with an overtake. So I can't say nothing came of that, because Grayless done well there. Oh, and the whole time as I was talking, Tyler made it into the pits. So he's the first one of the leaders to bite the bullet. And I saw on the back, Grayless had a really, really tough exit. Duck wants blood. He's taking a bite. Backs out of it. No chunk taken out of the back end of the McLaren. Something happens at the front here between the Ferrari and the McLaren. We've got not only an Aston Martin hanging behind, but definitely the Mercedes of Emlong. Oh, Toasty. That is huge. That's huge. That really hurts, and that's a very easy thing to turn on. It's just simply an assist that is allowed that you can run. So Toasty onto the hard tires now. Duck really going at Grayless. Trying the inside. Grayless gave a little space there even though he wasn't there. I'm still checking on Emlong. Oh, if something happens. Duck tried a little bit of an in and out. Trying to make it stick. That's a hard corner to pass on. Great defense from Grayless. Just holding him off, keeping his elbows out. This could open something up for Emlong. No, he decides to chill out a little bit here. It's now Tater back on the back of Tyler again. So the undercut worked for Tyler. So Duck and Emlong might be going at Grayless. Wait and see. He's chill. But this is where the entertainment is, right here. Everything at the back kind of spread out a little bit. Everything at the front, except for Tater and Tyler, of course. Those guys will be racing side by side probably the rest of the year. They haven't seen any other cars besides them two. They don't know who's in this league. There's a Ferrari in here? Mercedes came really close to the back of the Ferrari. He's going to probably have a go here. Really low on batteries, Mercedes. Slight bump from them, I guess. Tyler held on. Tater making a move down the inside. Oh, wheel to wheel into the next corner. Can Tyler have a great... Oh, he really gets on the gas there early to defend. And a great defense from Tyler to hold the position. That was massive. Looked like Tater had it well, absolutely complete, but the diagnosis was incorrect as Tyler defended his position. Looked like Grayless out there with his defense. I mean, Grayless is technically holding off two cars, because I bet you if Duck gets by, I bet you Emlong gets by. That would probably be the thing. Break sakes, Chase. Lock in here. Unbelievable. He's not having a fantastic race, but could be worse. He could have a pit lane penalty for 10 seconds, so not all that bad. So let's see if Tater goes after Tyler. Tyler used a lot of battery to defend that position from Tater. Tater doesn't go for it yet. He's just hanging out, but he knows that the kick is vulnerable. That light is flashing heavily. Rough exit for Tater, so nothing's going to come out of it yet. In Sector 1, it seems like. Grayless still defending against Duck, and Duck still defending against Emlong. I wonder if you're Emlong, I wonder if you get a little bit aggressive here, because you're kind of stuck behind these guys. You've got almost 2 overtakes that are definitely possible, and he's running out of time with those hards. I mean, people were pitting on lap 10 or 11, weren't they? It was probably lap 11, I think it was. Yeah, I think Emlong has to make a move here. No. Yeah, absolutely. Like, he's really hurting because of it. He has to get those two moves done. He's roasting battery to do it. Tries the inside. Oh, a little bit of contact. Tyler stays on the road. All is well. And they're just going to drag race down the front straight. Oh, but Tater just has that DRS. That worked out well for him. Well, except for the little bit of wing damage. He's looking to fight back. Tyler? No, he's not. No batteries on. He's just hanging out. He knows that Tater is vulnerable. Probably thinking that that battery got worn out. To be honest, Tater actually still has a decent amount of battery here. It seems like this track recharges battery rather well. So, but it's still Duck on the back of Grayless, and Emlong still on the back of him as well. This has just been a battle the whole race. Like, these three has just been going at it, gladiators. Almost seemed like Duck had a move done, but nothing came of it. I think Grayless went wide at some point, but again, nothing came of it. He might go back at him here. No, it's not enough of a gap. Or too much of a gap, I should say. Emlong has to make a choice here. He's either got to get by, or he's got to start thinking about pitting. It almost seems like it. Which is completely not helping him at all. I mean, he has to try to make a move. He has to. You can't not make a move when you've got better tires than the guys, all of the guys ahead of you. I mean, maybe he's been trying. I mean, Duck has been using battery. But I think those mediums now are falling off. That might be it for the mediums. Because he's slowly starting to lose a little bit of time. D-Dude has lost some time to Emlong as well. He fell out of the DRS. So Tater and Tyler still, per usual, in each other's mirrors. This time it's Tater's turn, who's won the last two races. And I think he's taken pole in the last two races, except for this race. Tyler had pole here. You've got Barbecue in the distance back there. Almost 2 seconds behind Barbecue is then Grayless in a 3-car battle with Duck and Emlong. D-Dude back there as well, and then some larger gaps from Toasty and LA Franks, Chase Windu, and Zypher on soft tires. Just running laps out there, putting in some practice with a shorter grid. No. They absolutely do. And Dan is the first one to pit. I completely missed it. So Dan come out in P4, right beside Barbecue. He almost got Barbecue, but nothing came of it, obviously. That's huge for Boiler Dan. So now he's got 11 laps to put in work. This might be the strategy for Dan. He went hard, medium. This might have been a masterclass of strategy from Dan, depending on what happens up at the front here, because these guys still have to pit. I mean, unless they could take them all the way to the end, but you've got to commit at around lap, what do you think, lap like 21. You have to pit by lap 21, I think. Yeah, they're gonna hurt, but hopefully he gets track position out of it. He did make the move on barbecue. So Grayless, I mean, they've been really, really close this whole race. I mean, they've been. I don't think they've fallen out of a second of each other besides pitting. By the time they pit, they've had 2 laps. That's going to be a little bit of a relief for Duck Duck. It's massive. Probably a relief now for the Ferrari of Duck Duck as well to have that. Not have that car in his mirror too. It's going to be nice. It's going to be actually really nice. Yeah, actually, I think you're right. I think almost for these hard tire guys, the later you could pit, I don't think any later than lap 21, but the later you can pit, the better. Tyler really close to Tater. Thought he was going to make a move, but he doesn't. Frig, these guys have been close the whole time. The whole race, they've just been... the past 5 laps, they've been less than 5/10 behind each other, like... Or with each other, I should say. They've been right there the whole time, and Duck Duck is still following the back of Grayless, so these two have been together the whole time. Basically, the McLaren has always had some sort of rival in their mirror this entire Bahrain Grand Prix, basically. The whole time. Which is rather exciting, to be honest. I think Tyler's planning and waiting to see if Tater goes into the pits. Who pits first out of these leaders? If they even do. Maybe they don't pit. That's what you were saying before. Wow. Wow. So this is basically Dan has to chomp time down on the leaders. Or maybe he's playing it defensive. He's like, hey, I'm chilling in third. I'm not going to do anything crazy. And you can tell he's not doing anything crazy. He's got full battery. That's barbecue into the pits now. So he's the first out of the hard tire group to pit. Or sorry, I shouldn't say that because technically it was Dan that pit as well. Emlong came in for hards too. No. No, they're not. And I think this is the pit window for that strategy. It has to be. I mean, yeah, yeah, Duck Duck Grayless. Even Toasty. I think Toasty has to come into the pits at some point too and try to gain some position. Like, he's got that 10 seconds, so Barbecue's basically, and he will chomp down the time, but Barbecue's just going to try his best to chomp down the time to Toasty, and he'll be into 6th place. So we'll have to see, but Duck Duck has fallen behind Grayless now. Well, he was out of a 10th, but we're out of a 2nd. Nothing came of it. Really, really close. No. Turns his battery off. He's chilling. Or maybe he didn't turn it off. He's still thinking about it. Tater with a fantastic exit out of there. Tyler giving every ounce of battery that he possibly can. Oh, they're going to have traffic as well. Dan sets the fastest lap for 2 points. Chase comes out of the pits. Or was that Chase? I'm sorry, that was... Oh, that's huge. So now if I'm Grayless, you got to pit now. He goes to softs as well. Duck is on softs. Is that a typical Ferrari strategy with the amount of tire wear that's here? I don't think so either. That might have been a Ferrari strategy. That's deadly. But Dan has been cutting the time down to Tyler. If he can try to keep up with... Who was that? I'm pretty sure it was Chase. It was. So if he can try to keep up with Chase, maybe they both work together. Chase could help Spoiler Dan and the Ferrari drag. Well, he could drag Spoiler Dan up to Tyler, but Dan's got that pace. He's slowly chewing away at the time. Probably by the end of the race, Dan might be in contention, but if those... Yeah, just about gonna say. Yeah. But then those hards might be worn too, so it's just gonna be a whole bunch of worn tires near the end that are just hurting. They have to be, because I think now if you have a pit, there's basically, I think you have to pit now in order to make up your time. There's no use of pitting now. So basically, if you're on hard tires, I think you have to pit. I think the 2-stop was the way to go, though. That's Barbecue now with the fastest lap. So his 2 points are secured. Instead of, who was it? Boiler Dan that had it before? Yeah. I'm curious. What's his best time on it? If I could even see that. So I'm just gonna look at the position change. So Tater made up 2 places. That was off at the start. He had a fantastic start. And Tyler dropped a place. Dan dropped a place. Grayless has stayed exactly where he qualified, but I think driver of the day right now is Toasty. He's up in P5, and he made up 6 places. Barbecue is in... Yeah. Aw, frig. That really hurt. Good, but it doesn't really matter. Tyler doesn't chase, so just a little bit. Oh. He's done it. He might have the stream on the side. So LA Franks is battling with DD. Makes a move. Oh, it didn't... Looks like everything's chilling. So Frank's up into P9. That's going to be big, because when Toasty has his 10 seconds go down, that might be P8 for them. Well, for Franks, I should say. So Tyler is really close still. The back of the Mercedes. Those tires have to be dead, though. They have to be. Like you can't. What is his tires at? Oh my gosh, he's got Well, they're 7 laps old, but they're probably at 50% after 7 laps. They have to be. I mean, from what the tire wear was. Yeah. Oh, and he's losing time again here, so almost the window of opportunity is slowly fading for the Ferrari to get. Ooh, what happened in Sector 1? Oh, it's just Zypher. Got a little bit squirrely on the icy Sector 1. Oh, he did. Thanks, maybe going for it? Oh, no, he's way too far. I thought he was a lot closer than what he was. So the midfield is now spread out, especially the gap between Duck Duck and Grayless. Duck Duck made a pit for the softs, and I believe he's got the fastest lap secured, but he lost a lot of points to get that fastest lap. And Grayless is chilling now. He's M-Long his pit, and Duck Duck his pit. And to be honest, it worked out great for Grayless to not pit. So maybe this 2-stop track that I thought it was ends up being a 1-stop. As we could see from the leaders, I mean, the leaders are still hanging on to the 1-stop, but they always go really, really far. Like, I think they've 1-stopped every race now. Oh. Ooh, that's huge. Yikes. So they almost have to work together. They have to. For a little bit at least. I mean, 3 to go. They have to start really thinking about, well, bigger picture here. They want to get solid points. Sector 1 caught? Oh, I think it's just the Alpine that's, yeah, it is just the Alpine that's going slow. All as well. So Tyler's got to make a move here at some point. He's probably thinking about it. No. Yeah, like, he's just... No. It's not going to work. So Tyler went really close. Almost kind of got a little bit beside Tater, so Tyler's probably now thinking about making a move, unless he bets everything on the last lap. Which is, I mean, to be honest, from at least my experience and from what you see, on the last laps, depending on the track, it's better to be in second place than first place. Maybe on this track it's different, because it seems like a little bit of a harder place to pass. But it seems like second place is the way to be. So Tyler, in my books, I think has a little bit of an advantage. But then again, it's hard to pass here. Like, after all these straight stretches, you've got to really nail these exits out of these corners before the straight stretch, because if you don't, you're just not going to get alongside him. Oh, Tyler with a slight bump behind Tater, bumped him forward a little bit. Is there any damage there? Oh, Tyler lost an end plate because of that. Oh. So Tyler... So one guy's going to be wicked fast on a right corner and really slow on the next. But the other guy's going to be blisteringly quick. Oh, man. So Dan back to 2.9. So it almost seems like the whole lap he does really good, chews a little bit of time, and then around the last corner, he loses a little bit of time. Actually, he kind of stuck it there, so... Once again, after a while, I mean, unless something happens, it's another Ferrari on the podium. They've been cooking right now. They're second in the Constructors. And then it's McLaren in third, but of course it's Tyler. With all of his wins, up into first place. But Tater is starting to really chomp down that championship contention. I mean, unless Tyler has a rough race and something happens. Oh, way wide. He's feeling that wing. He's not used to it. Tater's been running that wing all race. Excuse me. So he's he's used to it. Yeah. 2 to go. Dan is slowly... He's picking away time. He's 2.4. But he's coming up on the last lap here. Yeah. It is going to be tough. Tyler's lost a lot of time to Tater. He's rarely fallen behind 8/10 this whole race from Tater. And he just has now coming in the last lap. And Tater has much more battery than him, so that damage is really hurting Tyler compared to Tater. So coming in the last lap, here we go. Tyler has DRS, but he's out of a second. He's going to do everything he can to try and stay in a second, try to get in a second. Terrible corner. Tater's just going to stick it, accelerate out of it. And there's the second. He didn't make it. Tyler completely blew it. So that might be it for Tater unless Tyler can really stick it through these next corners. Nothing else really happening at the back. It might be barbecue in the back of Toasty, but that really doesn't matter because we know the outcome of that. Okay. Looks like it. Grayless is chilling as well. Barbecue is chilling where he is. Toasty's going to fall down the order. Then it's going to be Duck Duck, M Long, D Dude, and LA Franks in his second race. He done well. Chase having a hard race on his favorite track, and Zypher, his first race in the league, is always a rough one. He's going to finish in 12th, but still points. I mean, a lot of guys gone. It's 12th place, where if there were a whole bunch of people, he'd be 17th, 18th. Rounding the final corner is the McLaren, and Tater with 3 in a row will take the Bahrain Grand Prix, slowly picking away at Tyler's championship. And they might be in contention by, well, what would be the second last race would be Monaco. And he might have, Tyler might have some company pretty soon high up in the championship in the points there. So I don't know what they'd come to after this one. That'll all be posted later. But and then okay, so there it is. Toasty finally is gonna fall down the order here. Oh, Chase steals it. What a tactical play from Chase Windu with the fastest lap near the end. Snatches it from Duck Duck. That's a smart move. That was really smart from Chase. Threw on the softs, and he got an extra 2 points out of it. So he might have, he basically got the same amount of points that he did with Frank's because of that, I think. Unless, I'd have to double check the math, what the points are, but they're a little bit different now. That was a good move. So Tater with 3 in a row. Making a statement. He was trying to make it known that he was bottling it early on in the season. And quite frankly, he was. He was the bottle job master at the beginning. Messing up strategies and stuff, but with 3 in a row, he's cooking right now. He's on one. Tyler's not going to be happy. He's going to want to get competitive here. I mean, he has to, I think. So it's going to be pretty sketchy. Sketchy near the end. But once again, it's another Ferrari on the podium. Per usual. Pretty sure there's only been one race where we never had a Ferrari on the podium. And I think most of the time it was Boiler Dan. So he's flying. Someday he's going to get in that group of Tyler and Tater. And I think it's going to be pretty soon. So It is Flying Toasty. Look at that. Cleanest driver, LA Franks. Out of B Franks. Most overtakes for Toasty as well. So good day. He just frigged it up because of the pit lane. He could have had, what was it, P5, P6? Well, I think technically P6. Wow. Yeah, technically P6. Fastest lap. Chase just pulls the rug right out of underneath the of Duck Duck. So the softs. Would you say the softs worked out? I don't know. No. Yeah, he definitely didn't. Well, that's going to be it for Bahrain. Thanks for the stream stuff, dude. That was sick. Austin is a sick track. There's always been some of the best racing in Texas. So that's going to be huge. Tune in for that. There's going to be more stuff in the stream, new stuff coming. We're going to try and get an intro going, eh? Um, I think next week we're going to have more numbers too, and slowly we've got some new guys coming in as well. So that's going to be fun. So anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks, Gortsy, for all your work here with the streams and stuff. And we'll see everybody in Austin. Over and out.